Hi guys, welcome back to Ferris Tutorials. In today's episode, we're looking at Tourism Unit 1, Content 3, which is entitled Global and Caribbean Tourism. Stay tuned. Tourism Unit 1, Content 3, Global and Caribbean Tourism. And in today's episode, we're zooming in on the contribution to the global economy and also employment generated. Now, let's kick things off with looking at the contribution of tourism to the global economy. Now, when we're speaking about global economy, what are we talking about, right? So global, what comes to mind? So we're speaking about worldwide, right? So we're speaking of everywhere in the world. An economy relates to the resources or the wealth of a given country, right? So now we're looking at how tourism has contributed to the worldwide economy as it relates to the wealth of different countries and also their resources, right? Now, over the decades, tourism has experienced continued growth and deepening diversification. Now, diversification coming from the word what? Diverse. So we're speaking of it is becoming wider, it's becoming more different, more innovation, right? Now, it has become one of the fastest growing economic sectors in the world, right? So tourism helps to generate the economy worldwide and keep it moving. Persons are being employed among other economical benefits, right? And as we speak of diversification, we're looking at the different tourism sectors that are out there, right? Now there are 8 major sectors, namely accommodation, food and beverage, adventure tourism and recreation, transportation, attraction, travel trade and intermediaries, events and conferences, and also what? Tourism services, right? So you see where we speak of diversification, we're speaking about different businesses out there that exist and are being regulated because of tourism, all right? Now, tourism contributes to a country's GDP, and we're talking about the final value of all those goods and services that were made in the country and the profit that we get from them, right? We speak of revenue, foreign exchange, trade, and also commerce. So tourism also helps to regulate the buying and selling of goods and services. And I know you can think about some of the goods and services that tourism or tourists are attracted to when they visit a particular destination. So it may be one of those sectors where they may say go to a destination for accommodation. They may go to restaurants to purchase different meals. We're talking about clothing, different stuff. You may even think of the different souvenirs that they purchase, right? Now, all of this economic activity contribute to the GDP, the revenue, foreign exchange, and also the development of countries worldwide, right? Now, modern tourism is closely linked to development and encompasses a growing number of new destinations. These dynamics have turned tourism into a key driver for socioeconomic progress. And when we speak of socioeconomic progress, we're talking about the standard. As we look at the social aspect of it, we're speaking about the people, right? So the standard of citizens worldwide have been elevated in such a way that better food, better health care, there are more stable jobs, persons are better able to afford childcare services, good housing, and also education, right? Now, because of tourism, all of these standard of living for citizens within the region, tourism has been a great driver for the socioeconomic progress of citizens worldwide, right? Now, as we speak a little bit about employment, we're going a little further today as it relates to some region, right? The business volume of tourism equals or even surpasses that of oil exports, food production, or automobiles, right? Now, tourism has become one of the major players in international commerce and represents at the same time one of the main income sources for the developing country, right? Now, there are many things that may affect or impact employment that is being generated, especially now in the time where we're living, where you have epidemics and health risks may impact tourism. But now we're looking at the positive aspect of it, right? And we're looking at how it has created jobs. Now, this growth goes hand in hand with an increasing diversification and competition among destinations. So different destinations are more motivated to create varied product. They're forced to be more innovative because of the competition is getting so tighter, right? But this is a good thing. So because of the competition, then different destinations try to outdo each other, right? As it relates to the goods and services that they provide, so they can get a good advantage out there in the market, all right, and get a slice of the pie as well. Now, the global spread of tourism in industrialized and developed states has produced economic and employment benefits in many related sectors, from construction to agriculture to telecommunication, right? And we go back again to look at the different sectors, those major sectors. So when we think of accommodation, we're speaking of what? Awesome. Hotels, villas, B&B, right? Eco-lodges. All of those tourism businesses. Now, you may, to run a bed and breakfast or eco-lodge or a hotel, think about the different workers that will be needed. So we're talking about room attendants, or we may say housekeepers. We're talking about custodians, gardeners. We may even be talking about like chefs, right? And also front desk workers that may need to check in and check out visitors, right? We're speaking about food and beverage, different human resources that are needed for all these businesses to operate, and therefore you have more jobs being created. So that was it, guys. A quick look into global and Caribbean tourism, and also the different benefits that have been reaped globally, and also the different employment opportunities that have been generated, right? And when we speak of global benefits, we're speaking about the worldwide wealth of a country. We're speaking of the contribution to the GDP, contribution to revenue, foreign exchange, all those different aspects that helps to regulate an economy that can increase the socio-economic progress of a country, where the standard of living of citizens will be higher. They're better able to get good jobs and also to take care of their families, get a good education, right? And the different employment benefits that are there or have been generated because of tourism business, where we speak of room attendants, we speak of drivers, we speak of lifeguards, depending on the type of tourism business. We speak of servers, chefs, cooks, you name it, tour guides, tour operators. All of those are different areas in which persons can venture in as a career because of tourism and the positive worldwide impact that it has. You're awesome. You've made it to the end of the session. Please remember to like, subscribe, watch those ads, and of course share with persons who you know will find this information useful. Thank you for making it Fairies Tutorials.